Allah says in the Quran, لا تنسى نصيبك من الدنيا. Do not forget your portion of this worldly life. Imam Qurtubi says that your portion of this worldly life is your kafan, is your burial shroud, this piece of clothes that people will wrap you when you die before they put you in the grave. It's named kafan. Only good deeds will remain. That the only thing that you will take from this worldly life is your kafan. And everything else you leave behind. Everything, your cars, your bank balances, you take nothing. Your popularity, your fancy scarves, your nice homes, everything, your nice garments, everything remains behind. That the only thing you will take from this dunya, just these two kafans. That's it. And that is the reality of the worldly life. But we are often deceived by the worldly life. One of the most beautiful examples about the worldly life has been given by Imam Ghazali rahimahullah about the reality of this dunya. He speaks about a man who is walking through the jungle, and while he is walking he sees a lion chasing him, and he runs, and he came to a well and he jumped into that well, and while he's falling he manages to hold on to some rope, and he breathed a breath of relief, and he looks up, he sees the lion hovering over him, waiting for him to kill him. And he looks down, and beneath him is a large serpent with his mouth open wide, waiting for him to fall. And the only support he has is a rope. And after a little while he sees a black mouse and a white mouse set upon the rope, and they start to nibble it. Above is a lion, beneath is a serpent, and the only support he has is the rope, and now it's been nibbled out. And in front of him he sees a honeycomb, and he looked at this honeycomb, and he sticks his finger into that honey, and he placed the honey upon his finger, and he placed it upon his tongue. And the sweetness of the honey momentarily makes him forget the lion, the snake, and even two mice. Imam Ghazali rahimahullah says that the lion is death, which is always chasing everyone. The serpent is your grave, in which every person at the end will fall, and if he is a good person, it will be rawdatan min riyad al-jannah, a garden from the gardens of paradise, and if he is an evil, disobedient person, it will be a pit from the pits of Jahannam, of the hellfire. And the rope is his life, and the black mouse denotes the night, and the white mouse denotes the day, and they are always nibbling upon your life. And the honey is the dunya, is the worldly life. A man tastes the sweetness of the dunya, and he forgets death. He forgets the grave. He forgets that a day will come that he will die, and he will have to stand in front of his Creator. This is the reality of the dunya.